A seemingly normal day in San Francisco, California, is disrupted by a shocking spectacle. An anthropomorphic hedgehog with blue fur, white gloves, and red shoes runs through the city at breathtaking speed, while a flying machine piloted by a mustached scientist dressed in red pursues and fires explosive energy blasts. There is a pause in the middle of the chase as Sonic, the hedgehog, begins to narrate what is currently happening and rewinds to the beginning. Sonic recalls his childhood days on a beautiful island with palm trees, waterfalls, and even earthen loop-de-loops. He remembers running joyfully across the island every day, savoring life and making full, open use of his natural-born powers despite being told to keep them hidden. Sonic rushes home to his doting surrogate mother, Longclaw the Owl, who is sleeping in the treehouse, and playfully bumps into her to wake her up. Longclaw warns Sonic that he may have been noticed because of his coveted powers, and they are ambushed by a tribe of echidna archers as Sonic affectionately presents a sunflower to her. Longclaw desperately flies away with Sonic, only for one of the echidnas to fire his arrow and hit her, sending her plummeting to the ground with Sonic still clinging to her. Sonic appears to enjoy his life because he has a lot of fun with the discarded items he uses to entertain himself and feels safe because he knows what to do if he is ever discovered. If he is ever discovered, he will flee to one of the worlds depicted on a map included in the Bag of Rings, an uninhabited world teeming with giant mushrooms. He despises the idea, but he is unconcerned because Green Hills feels like home to him. He visits town every day and secretly observes the residents, his favorite of whom is Tom, or Donut Lord, as he calls him. He also likes Tom's veterinarian wife Maddie, whom he refers to as the pretzel lady, because of her yoga flexibility. While telling Maddie about the blackout, Tom notices a disturbance and notices his trash can has tipped over. Tom takes Maddie's tranquilizer gun and goes out to investigate the shed, believing the raccoons have returned. Sonic prepares to use his ring inside the shed, but Tom bursts in and sees him before he can. When they see each other, they both scream in terror, and Tom fires a dart into Sonic's leg. Sonic notices a picture of San Francisco's Transamerica Pyramid on Tom's t-shirt and drops his ring, opening a portal above the actual building. With Tom and Sonic on the run, Tom asks Sonic to explain himself, and Sonic explains that he needs to get to San Francisco to retrieve his lost rings. At first, Tom tells Sonic to go on his own, but Sonic has no idea where San Francisco is, and following Tom's directions to simply head west causes him to crash into the Pacific and run back to Tom wet, cold, covered in seaweed, and wearing a fish. Sonic blames Tom for his fate and insists that he cannot complete his mission alone. Tom reluctantly agrees to bring Sonic to San Francisco. Meanwhile, Robotnik analyzes the quill and the energy it contains while dancing to a tune, until he is startled half to death by the unexpected appearance of Agent Stone, who has come to offer a latte. At that point, the machine completes its analysis of the quill, revealing that it contains infinite energy, which Robotnik believes will allow his machines to reach their full potential. Sonic is surprised to find all of his belongings in his new room after Tom and Maddie open the attic door. Sonic, overcome with joy, runs around, relishing the return of his belongings. Tom and Maddie welcome Sonic home on the bed, and Sonic expresses his heartfelt gratitude. As the camera zooms out and away from the house, Ozzy returns to lick Sonic, who is still envious but enjoys the licking. Meanwhile, on the Mushroom Planet, Robotnik has lost his mind. He looks at his reflection in a pool of water as he finishes shaving himself completely bald, now with an extremely long, grown-out mustache that looks completely zany. He throws a rock that he has carved to look like Agent Stone and tells it to perform rock connaissance for him. He considers his situation and observes that a lesser man would perish in such a place. But then he holds up a small container containing the quill and declares that he'll be home by Christmas. He walks like a robot, pulling down his goggles, until he finds the stone, which he throws again while yelling, "Rock connaissance," and laughing maniacally. A mid-credits scene shows forested hills, and the leaves on one of them move as a ring portal opens. From it emerges a young orange fox with two tails, who uses a small handheld device to determine whether Sonic is nearby based on the current levels of energy. Finding the readings adequate, the young fox hopes aloud that he is not too late to find him and takes off flying into the vast forest using his twin tails like helicopter blades. That's all, guys. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe the channel. Hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment,